I'm going to start a brand new series called Break the Blocks or Break the Barriers. And in this, we'll look into cognitive barriers first. So, what is cognitive barrier? A cognitive barrier hinders a user from achieving their goal by preventing them from taking the necessary action. Temporary cognitive barriers can often be overcome through information processing. So, how to process this information or data within the mind? So, we need to have clarity on what we want, what steps we need to take, length of the steps or difficulty of steps must be assessed. So, all these are very important to process the information. And also, cognitive overload also hinders. So, cognitive load refers to the working memory needed to accomplish a user's objective. Steve Krug's book, Don't Make Me Think, is based on this principle. The easier it is for a user to understand how to achieve their goal, the more likely they are to succeed. So, let's look into cognitive barriers in detail. I also call it clogging of thoughts. So, cognitive barriers are mental blocks that prevent us from thinking clearly, making decisions, and solving problems. Cognitive barriers can hinder the information seeking process, such as being unwilling to recognize one's own information needs, difficulty expressing those needs, lack of awareness of information sources, low self confidence, poor search skills, and struggling with information overload. These barriers can negatively impact the ability to find information, causing frustration. However, in some cases, cognitive barriers may help individuals focus on a select few reliable sources of information. There are a few types of cognitive barriers. I'm just touching it briefly. Confirmation bias: challenge your assumptions and seek out opposing viewpoints. And mental models: be open to new ideas and perspectives. Overconfidence: if you have overconfidence, you must question your own knowledge and seek out feedback from others. So these are very few and very at the surface level I have touched. We can go into details some other time. Why it is important to overcome these barriers? Cognitive barriers like self-doubt and negative thought patterns can hold us back. Learning to recognize and overcome these obstacles is very, very important to achieve success. There are several strategies that can help overcome cognitive barriers, including breaking tasks into smaller steps, practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, seeking feedback and support from others, and using tools such as lists or diagrams or to organize thoughts. Additionally, engaging in regular exercise and getting adequate sleep can also help improve cognitive function. So, how to recognize cognitive barriers in your child? If you notice the child has difficulty with decision making or problem solving, or refusal to consider alternative viewpoints, avoidance of complex or challenging tasks, difficulty in comprehending and retaining new information, or difficulty in adapting to changes or new situations. So these are some of the clues to identify that your child is facing cognitive barriers. I'm very briefly going to touch upon teaching approaches to handle cognitive challenges that your child faces. There are various teaching approaches that can help children with cognitive challenges, such as breaking down tasks into smaller steps, using visual aids, incorporating hands-on learning, and offering frequent positive reinforcement. It is important to work with your child's teacher as well to determine the most effective approach for your child's requirement. Thank you. With this, we have come to an end to this video. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you.